Good morning, guys. How are you? Miss you all so much. Today we're going to talk about dependent and independent clauses. A clause, first of all, we're going to talk about a clause. A clause is what? Is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb. So a sentence that contains a subject and a verb is called what? Is called a clause. Okay? Today we're going to talk about two types of clauses. An independent clause and a dependent clause. An independent clause is a group of words that contains a subject, a verb, and a complete idea, which means a complete meaning that can stand on its own as a complete sentence, okay? Example, Bob finished his work. Complete meaning, complete thought, and complete sentence. Like the subject, Bob, the verb, finished, and the idea, complete, and can stand on its own. This is type number one. Now type number two. A dependent clause or a subordinate clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb like the independent, but the idea is not complete and cannot stand on its own as a complete sentence. Okay, so the meaning is not complete and the idea is not complete also. Example, when Bob finished his work. Okay, what's next? We don't know till now. So the subject is Bob, the verb is finished, and the idea incomplete, cannot stand on its own. Okay, when Bob finished his work, and then what he's gonna do after he finished his work, we don't know till now. So the meaning is incomplete and the sentence has incomplete thought. Right? Right. Okay. So now we learn dependent and independent clause. Now, a dependent clause begins with a subordinating conjunction. What do I mean by a subordinating conjunction? Like what? After, before, when, although, as soon as, if, because, while, since, and we still have a lot of subordinating conjunction. Okay, so any sentence that begins with one of these is called a dependent clause. Okay, so any sentence that begins with any of these subordinating conjunctions is called what? A dependent clause. Okay, now here guys we have some notes. Like what? If the sentence begins with a dependent clause, we add a comma after the clause. Example, when Bob finished his work. Okay, when Bob finished his work, comma, we went out together, because here we have two thoughts and two sentences. Comma after the dependent clause. Okay, why this is called dependent clause? Because it starts with when, right? Now number two, if the sentence begins with an independent clause, no comma is used after the clause. Okay, like what? We went out together when Bob finished his work, because the sentence begins with a subject, which is we, and a verb, a normal verb, normal subject, so no comma is needed. So no comma after the independent clause, okay? Now here what do we have? We have an exercise, okay? The direction is what? Underline the independent clause in each sentence. Independent clause means what? Means that we don't have any subordinating conjunction. Example, when Hadi found his phone, he called his mother. He called his mother. This is here the independent clause because we have the subject, the verb, and the object without any subordinating conjunction. Okay, and the rest of the sentences are the same. Okay, so here guys, this is very easy and very simple. So you have to review the dependent and independent clause, plus you have to do the exercise 2 and 3, page 31. Okay, I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope to copy all this information on your copy books. And thank you so much, and see you soon. Be safe.